Welcome to YOUCANIC. Today here on YOUCANIC we have a 2016 Jaguar XE, and we're going to go over how you would remove the glass so that you can be able to go through the process of removing the window regulator and the motor that goes with it. So to start with, to be able to remove the glass, you would have removed the inner door panel, and then we removed that speaker. So to start with, you would of course open up the door, and then we have a little cap down here that you would remove, and there is a 7mm bolt, and this is your grab handle. Once you've removed that, then you will be able to, with your good non-marring tool, be able to just go in from the back here and be able to pop this up and out. And then you can undo the electric connectors here. And this right here is your door lock functions and your presets for your seat functions. But behind here, also with removing that, we have two 8mm bolts that need to be removed. And then we have a bezel up here that we need to pop off. Using your good non-marring tool, just work your way around and be able to pop this little cover off. And we have one bolt right here to remove that is a T20. We have one last cover to remove right here to be able to access one more T20. So you'll just be able to use your non-marring tool, work your way in here, and be able to get this to pop off, and we have a T20 right there. And so we'll remove them, and then we'll start pulling the door panel away. And then this T20, and then with our 8mm, and remove these two bolts here. And now we can take our non-marring tool and work our way around all the push pins to hold it together. We're going to work our way around and pop the push pins, and then we're going to get up here and there's weather stripping that we're going to need to pop. You'll want to pop it away from the door because the weather stripping sticks into the edges here on both sides, and so we'll get to that. Just work your way around, just start popping it easily, like that should be all of them. And then, like I said, if you go right in between the weather stripping up top here and the door handle, keep your hand on the door, you can be able to pop this away from the weather stripping, and we'll leave that weather stripping in there at the moment. So back here on the back side, we need to disconnect the cable that goes for the door lock. Then we've got a power cable here. So we've got a couple connectors to unhook here. You're going to want to use a nice little tool to push the tab in. So there's a handful of connectors that we need to unhook. One that goes up here to your door handle, the tweeter speaker, and then this cable that goes in here, the cable that goes in for your window controls and whatnot. So once you got those all removed and separated from the vehicle, now that is how you would remove your inner door panel. Then once that has been removed, then you will need to just press this connector in and then pull, and then we have 3 T25 screws. And with those 3 T25 screws removed, now we can just pull and remove that speaker. And then we will be removing these components here, this cover plate, to gain access. The window right here, if you have it measured from here, the top of the window from the outside trim up to here at 9 inches, that will put the window right exactly where it needs to be. Otherwise, you pop your control module out, turn your accessories on in your car, and hook this up to the one electric here, and be able to raise and lower the window to where you get access through this hole here, to be able to press through that hole, and then when we open up this cover, you'll see the hole there. This window is just held in by a solid press tab, so we just need to push that out and be able to pop it out. But we'll get to that process. So, got our inner door panel off. We have this removed. But now we need to remove all these T25 bolts. We'll get this electric away and off. So undo this connector here. And then we'll just undo this module here. We don't have to do that now. So now we can undo these bolts here, which are T25. So remove all those T25s. Now you'll be able to just pull up on this and pop this out. There's a little tab that's holding it in on this side. And then you'll be able to route this cable back through there. And then this has a little connector to hang it down here. Just to hold that right there. So now that we've got this out, you can see there's a little push button right in here to be able to press and to be able to pop the glass out. So we'll get to this stage, and you take just kind of a blunt piece there, line it up, and press and pull up. On the glass, and that one's released. And we're going to do the same with this one. We go right through that hole and through there. Press and release, and now you will be able to tilt the glass to the front and be able to pull it out. Be careful to set that aside. You also might make it easier if you just remove this top weather stripping. It gives you a little bit more flexibility if you need to. But that's how you remove your piece of glass from your Jaguar XE. And now we are going to put the glass back in. We've installed the window regulator, and we just need to slide the glass in. And we got to get the glass between these channels, and then it has a tab that locks it into place. So you take it from the top, angle the front down. This weather stripping here has been removed. Gives us a little bit of more mobility. Once you get that down, you'll get it into the sliding trail. Make sure that you are going to be in between the clips before you snap it into place. And then you just press down on it, and it locks in, and you'll just check right here that the tabs are locking that window in. So we've installed the window, we've pressed it down, we've double checked that our tabs connect up and that the window is secured. Now we can go ahead and install the covers by feeding them through. So we feed the wire through there for the opening the door, the cable I should say. And then we have a big handful of T25s to put in on them. Okay, we have this cover put in. Then we have a module that goes inside here in this cover, and we can install that. And we've got more T25s. And last thing, we have our speaker to put back on. And so we got the two tabs here that are going to line up right here so that the speaker is in the right orientation. So with all the T25s screwed in, now we can hook up all these electric lines back up. And we've got all these little push connects here. Hook up that one. And all the rest of those connect to the door panel when you hook the door panel back up. So that's everything put on and ready for the interior door panel after you've put the glass in and replaced your window regulator. And so now we can install interior door panel onto your vehicle. So to start with, you'll bring your interior door panel, and we've got some electric lines that need to be ran up. These right here go for the door lock button module as well as your memory seat driver. Then just press that tab into there and that'll hold it there. And then we have the same for the one up here, and this goes for the window to go up and down, the blue one. And then we have a connector that goes up here to the tweeter speakers. That connected. And same thing, we're going to wrap this to right there. Then we have connection up here and one connection down here. And then just make sure that your blue cable you have access to. And then last thing, you'll want to make sure that you hook up the cable here for your door to open by the interior handle. You just have to press it through line it up. Go 90 degrees and lock the tab in there. And now you'll be able to raise the door up we have 4 black tabs up here on the top that we're going to line the top of the door up with. So once you get those on the top, then you'll be able to work your way all the way around the door, pressing all of the clips and securing the door panel to the door. We have one T20 screw that needs to go in up top here. And then you'll have your cover here that you're just going to line up the tabs where they need to go, and then just snap that into place. Now we have two number 8 bolts that will go right here. Okay, and then we have one more T20 that goes right here. And we have this cover to put on there, line it up. And snap that into place. And then we'll need to put our put in this little module. This is the door lock one, as well as the memory sets. Just line the connectors up the right direction, snap them into place, and then front tab in, forward, press down. There's a little 7mm bolt that you'll put in right down here. Put that in, tighten it up, and then you put the little cap on. Up here, we do the same, except this one goes backward, and this is for, you know, raising and lowering the windows, moving your mirrors, and the child safety lock window. Connect that blue connector. Now we're going to go backwards with the back end first, and then snap the front down. And that's how you would put everything back on the interior of your door on your 2016 Jaguar XE. Thanks for watching YOUCANIC, where you can be